ISAAct.org was created to bring awareness to the general public and the legal systems around the world about serious human rights abuses utilizing remote influencing technologies. In 2011, ISAAct.org, through the help of Dr. John Hall, a licensed physician in the state of Texas, developed a three-phase testing process that tested individuals who were complaining of similar type symptoms that were consistent with remote influencing technologies. Although most of these complaints were subjective, the International Center Against the Abuse of Covert Technologies set out to objectively obtain data to rule in or rule out the possibility of remote influencing technologies being the cause of these symptoms. In the following scene, you will see the actual testing of our preliminary scan, Phase 1, with a volunteer by the name of Magnus Olsson. This was conducted in Croydon, London.
Bit to this side.
No, exactly. I got that.
Now he has in his forehead.
Now I am stunned. I want to know how the hell that got.
Right there are empty, right there it's only liquid. We can put it in and then later it slips.
In the following scene, you will see Phase 3 testing being conducted on Magnus Olsson, this time in a controlled environment. A Faraday cage, which was rated to block out frequencies between 9 kHz and 18 GHz. You will notice that in this controlled environment, that utilizing a frequency counter, that we are detecting frequencies from the right and left TMJs of Mr. Magnus Olsson, including a diffuse area in his frontal area. Keep in mind, the Faraday cage is rated to block out these frequencies between 9 kHz and 18 GHz. Those frequencies found being detected on the frequency counter are well within those parameters.
But it is clear.
Yeah, I can read it.
Good. We said mid-forehead?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Phase 3 testing was conducted in Belgium at a research facility. We had a total of 16 participants. Of those 16 participants, 14 were symptomatic and 2 were a control group chosen at random without symptoms. In the following scene, you will notice how the control group is tested with the frequency counter and no viable detectable frequencies are detected around their person. The first participant of the control group is tested within the Faraday cage. And notice when we put the frequency counter near the TMJ area, the frequency counter in active mode reads 0. In the next scene, you will see us testing the second participant of the non-symptomatic group, control group, within the Faraday cage. Again, notice how the frequency counter in active mode
Just a second.
does not detect any viable frequencies
Which is what
1 second.
near
Yeah,
the
I got
participant.
it. Yeah.
Per the manufacturer documentation, the WAN utilized in our frequency counters are accurate within 1 part per million.
Zero.
Okay, just this. Oh. Yeah.
So now we've got 2 controls.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing.
In the following scene, in order to make the testing more comprehensible, we place the control group, non-symptomatic individual, and a symptomatic individual within the Faraday cage. Notice how, when we place the frequency counter next to the TMJ of the symptomatic individual,
Hold it.
a frequency is detected.
Fine. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Now, when we have them switch locations so that the non-symptomatic individual is in the same location as the symptomatic individual, notice now how when we place the frequency counter next to the non-symptomatic individual, there are no
Okay.
frequencies detected. After careful evaluation of both the data and the visual evidence, we must conclude that frequencies are being detected around the areas of this symptomatic group. Bear in mind, this is non-consensual. Not one of these individuals has asked to participate in any type of experimentation or given permission to have this type of overt harassment or terrorism done to their person. Special thanks to large regard my colleague, Dr. John Hall, Dr. Edward Spencer, and all those who have helped this process to where it is today. For without your participation and your support, this testing process could not have been accomplished. For that, we are grateful. For a full report and details, please download the report here at our website, icaact.org.